I'm here with the second part of the painting tutorial of the Chaos Sorcerer, where we are going to finish the miniature. So next step, I'm going to do a second white, but before I want to do this part like flesh tone. Okay, so I'm going to take a dark flesh. Okay, I'm going to take, let me see, here it is, the Bookman's Glow. Okay. We are going to paint this part, not just this. I want to give this sensation of like organic thing on. This will increase the magical look and also the chaotic thing, right? Mixing organic texture with organic and metal at the same time. Okay, we do this, and I will do the one at the back as well. So I do that, and I come back for the next step. So we are going to apply Raglan Flesh Shade on all the gold, and as well on the part of the eye that we have done before. This is why I wanted to do the eye before doing the wash. Okay. So I will, to give some time to the eye to dry, I'm going to start with the gold parts. And I like a lot to put Raglan Flesh Shade as a wash for the gold. I think it increases the richness of the gold with this reddish tone. And I think works better for me than Seraphim Sepia or even Agrathel shade. Okay, since I tried, I think I did not change the recipe. I have two recipes, so this is one. The other one is with contours, but when I do it in this way, I like a lot to apply this wash. Okay, so this first, and the last part will be the staff, of course. Okay, let's do this one. Here on the symbol, I don't care if I do it in the eye, as we are going to paint it later. This is why I like to do the wash now. Okay, because then I'm less concerned. What we have to be careful is I don't want to go on the metallic part or on the iron part, because this will give too much reddish, and I don't want the armor to look rusted. I want to look old but not rusted. Let's do first the bottom. Let's give a little bit more time to the top to dry. Okay, let's check, everything is done. Now I do this. You can see on big surfaces how nice it looks. Again, I'm not too concerned if I do it inside of the eye. We are going to do the inside of the eye in yellow-orange colors. And we have to be sure that the gold is nicely applied. And we have a nice shading. You can see how rich looks like now. Here again. It's important we go over the eye, because I want especially this part also to be shaded. Okay. We just inspect if I see some parts that are not nicely done. Here and there. And now, as usual, it's time that we do a wash. We will need to wait that this dries before doing the next step. So I wait that this dries and I come back. So I realized that I make a mistake when I was doing the videos. Well, or maybe the video was corrupted, but I did this part and I missed this part. when I was then editing the video and checking how it looks like. So what I will do is I will explain this miniature. Okay, I did the same steps that we have done here. I will explain in this miniature how I do the highlights. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use are going to be the Dark Reaper. We are going to use the Downstone, and finally we are going to use the Administratum Grey. Okay, so let's start with the Downstone, and with that we are going to do I will just explain some parts, and you can imagine that it is extended to the whole miniature, right? Sorry for this mistake, but here I will explain what I just did in all these parts here, okay, on the clothes. I hope this is good. So where we see some wrinkles and where we see the lighter color, we're going to apply first Downstone, okay? Something like that. To thin it down a little bit. We're going to apply. Okay, something like that. Okay, and this is the reason why I need the Dark Reaper, because Downstone is a little bit too light and it's contrasting a little bit too much. I will just do this part. Okay, for the purposes of the video, just doing this part should be enough. Okay, and I want to do as well this border. Just have to do this with the same. These ones will go with a very similar pattern, so this is why I'm doing them now. Okay, this. Okay. Now what we can take is we take the Reaper. Okay, it's quite a dark grey. And we are going to apply it next to the Downstone. And this will help to clean up and to make the transition softer where it's needed. As well here where we have very dark parts, we can apply a little bit, some areas, so this will help us to make this transition softer. Okay. Okay. And finally, I'm going to use Administratum Grey, but it's a very light grey. To do some of the most bright highlights, right? These ones you just want to apply it very careful and in parts where you want to give some additional action. For example, falls like this one that go up is a nice place to put them. If they come too bright, we take a little bit of Downstone and we make them lighter. Okay. Okay. Now what I will just do. The objective of Downstone is really just marking the most the brightest parts of the clothes. So I'm just applying a little bit of Administratum Grey to make this. Okay, and like that is how I have done the clothes here. Okay, I use exactly the same techniques. So now we can go back to our miniature. Okay, I just sorry that I had to do that, but it was my only way to explain after the mistake I did on the video how to do the clothes. And now I'm going to do the eyes. Okay, these eyes that we have on the miniature, these ones. And to do them, I'm going to paint them with quite a warm color. I'm going to paint them with Ariel yellow. I will do them a little bit inspired on the Sauron eye. Okay, we're going to do them yellow, and then we can make this middle part. I'm thinking if I do it black or just red. Ariel yellow is not bad covering, you can see. But we are going to apply 2 layers on every part. Okay, just to be sure that they have a nice and bright yellow. Okay, we are going to do it here, of course in this one as well, and on the other ones. So I do these 2 layers of Ariel yellow and I'm back. So now that we have done the yellow on the eyes, the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to, let me see if it is centered. I'm going to apply Fuegan orange. So you can apply any orange wash, and we apply it on the eye in this way. Okay. Apply it here. I've applied on the small ones. We're going to do as well these ones. Okay, and the other small one. Now we need to wait at this device. But as this is a small part of the miniature, we can start working now on the gold parts. Okay, so to work on the gold parts, I'm going to go back to Retributor Armor plus Auric Armor Gold. So we are going to use these 2 colors. Okay, this will help me to do the highlights I want on the gold. So first we are going to apply Retributor Armor, and then we are going to do additional highlights with Auric Armor Gold. So what we are going to do, for example, let's start with this part here on the shoulder pad. We are going to go to the border and I apply the Retributor Armor like that, and then I go with Auric Armor Gold. I will apply even more. Okay, and then I go with Auric Armor Gold quite thin. We do like that. Okay. And we are going to do the highlight. When is this, for example, this H there, I'm going to do it directly with the Auric Armor Gold. Now we do Retributor Armor. But the intention here is to make the gold a little bit more shiny. Now it's a little bit dull after the wash. So we try to increase the intensity and the shiny, so the gold shine. Okay, we're going to make it shinier. Okay, we are going to put this on all the gold parts. Okay, and I'm combining. Normally first I like to apply Retributor Armor, and then later on Auric Armor Gold. Okay, I will do this shoulder pad in camera. This is better. Now, this was done with Retributor Armor. Now I will apply a little bit of Auric Armor Gold. Okay. We are going to do the same on the staff. Okay, so on the staff we are going to, especially the spiky things, I wanted to make the staff shinier. So first I apply Retributor Armor. And then Auric Armor. Okay. So I will keep working like that on all the gold. I will do the rest of the gold. And one thing we don't need to forget is this type of rivets. We want to hit them all with Auric Armor Gold. Okay, so I will keep working on that, as you can see here. So you can see now how I've changed the okay. You see how it's changing. Oh no, it's my shinier, but as well have depth, right? And as I said, first I just do with Retributor Armor, and then I will use Auric Armor Gold to increase the brightness. Okay, we'll do the same on the other side, and I will do all the shoulder pads and but all the rims in the armor, and I'm back. So we have done these highlights on the gold. Now I will go back to the eye. I will use Black Templar contrast now, and I will do a is the line, right? The pupil of the eye. So we are going to apply it very carefully here. And I use contours because it has tendency to go into the slots. Okay, and this one. Again, before doing any further step, we need to wait that the contours dries perfectly so we can keep working on the armor. This is why I work on two parts at the same time. So I'm going to go back to Light Belcher and do some first highlights on them, to make a little bit of more variation on the armor, on the part that is not gold. Okay, so I'm going to apply this, for example, at the borders of the armor plates. I'm going to apply it where we have like a edge or shape, and I just start with Light Belcher as the first highlight. It's going to be not very noticeable is what we look here. First start with something that is quite close to the original color. Okay, just to add a little bit more of we want to increase the shine, right? As we did on the gold. We want to make the armor shinier. So just apply it carefully here on the shoulder pads. Okay. Like that. We are going to do, and don't realize it. Here I don't know if we have metal rivet, but I will do it in metallic at the end. Okay. The arm. Here on the arm, what I will do, this one is I will really apply it on the upper part, like that. Okay, and I will do the same on the other one. We are going to do as well this one here. Okay, and now we can do this hand protection, and we do the same. And just with it. That, and now I'm going to apply here, here, that, and now just like that. Now I'm going to go for a slightly brighter color. I'm going to use Iron Breaker. accentuate especially the edges. Okay. Okay. The shoulder part we have to be very careful. And we apply very little. Can I put too much? A little bit too much. Okay, so I have lead belcher just prepared in case I put too much. I go with lead belcher. Okay. But the armor was too dull, so I want to increase the brightness of that one. So we increase. This part. Like that, and then we do the hand protection. Sorry if I don't talk too much sometimes. I focus on the painting and I forget. It's because it's more of the same, right? I forgot to do the blade scarf, but it's more or less the same. I'm going to apply first. Okay, we can apply armor directly iron breaker. Okay. It's more or less the same process we are doing on the armor. So if I don't have all the armor, I will do the rest off camera and I'm back. So this is how it looks like now. And I'm going to work again on the eyes. And I'm going to use now Arial Yellow, the color that we use as a base. We are going to increase the brightness of the yellow. Okay. And as well, if the black went a little bit old, we will clean up now. If you can see this. Okay. So one. Is that happened that a little bit of yellow went into the slot? We take Chaos Black. No. We want a little bit more precision. That's all. So there is a small white dot there. And there is a part where the paint didn't want to rest before. Okay, let's go for a brighter yellow now, because I want to make the eye pop up a little bit more. And I'm going to use Flash Geese Yellow. This is much brighter yellow. And we put it on the upper part. Something like that. Here on the small eye is more tricky. So what we're going to do, something like that. We'll put the same at the back. Okay, and here again on the upper part. Okay, now I go for even a brighter yellow. I'm going to use Dawn Yellow. This is edge paint. It's almost white. We will do that. Okay, I will only apply this on the big eyes. Okay, something like that. And that. So yeah, we have done the eyes now. Then I'm going to do the flesh part with around the eye, this thing. We are going to highlight it with Cadian Flesh Tone. Okay, I'll show you this one. Go like that. We will do the bottom part as well. We only do this on the staff eye, not on the other one that goes. It's too thick there. Okay. We go a little bit too thick. I will use as well Bookmarks Glow. We are going to go next to it. Okay. Just to make the transition a little bit less sharp and more organic. Okay. We were missing the brown part, the bell, the scarf, so all these leather parts with it. And here I'm going to use now Bainblade Brown to do some highlights. edge highlight. Violet brown is a very desaturated brown. It's almost gray. You can see something like that will make the work. And on the handle, what I do is you can see I just touched the upper part. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, and we are going to do as well on the bell. Okay, we just do one side. Something like that. Good. I don't want to do much brighter the bell, I think like that. It's good enough. Okay, and then it comes to the last point. I want to make some glowing runes or runes on the staff. So I'm going to take first Wild Rider Red, and we are going to, I want to make some runes, glowing runes or runes on the staff. So I look for the runes of chaos in internet. I find something, so I will put them. Then I will put some that I find that they will look nice and so on. So what we are going to do is we are going to apply them here. So let's, for example, do this. We go quite thick because I will need to make them. Okay. Make something. Load, for example. Then let's put. What I will do is I will change this rune now and make it look different. If not, you invent your own runes. So, but it's just to make them on the same path. Okay, just take the runes that you think are interesting to you. Do this one like that. Like that. Okay. Now I will go for a brighter orange. I will use Fire Dragon Red, Fire Dragon Fire, Fire Dragon Bright, sorry. We are going to paint inside of the rune that we did before. Okay, now I'm going to take Iriel Yellow. We're going to increase even more the glowing. Okay, and I think with that we can finish here. What I will take is the Reaper, and I will clean up to make the runes sharp where they are not. Okay, normally when you do freehand, one way to ensure that the freehand is sharp is just then clean up. Removing all these that it's not really well defined, and be sure that the endings are sharp. Okay, I think now it's better. And we can finalize here. So this is another tutorial for the channel. Here you have the second part. You can do runes as well on the clothes if you want, but in this case I will leave it as it is. I just want to leave the magical part of the stuff. So that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.